Olivia Colman, one of Britain's most celebrated actors, has revealed that playing a mean character opposite children on set proved to be one of the toughest challenges of her career. Known for her warm presence both on and off screen, the Oscar winning star admitted she struggled to channel cruelty in scenes that required her to be harsh toward young performers. Coleman, who has built a reputation for seamlessly blending vulnerability with sharp wit in roles across film and television, said the experience left her shaken and emotional. I burst into tears, she confessed, recalling how unnatural it felt to direct stern or unkind behavior at children during filming. The actress, who has worked extensively in both comedic and dramatic roles, explained that while she can usually detach from the emotions of her characters, something about working with children made it far more difficult. I can be awful to grown-ups if a role demands it, Coleman joked. But looking into a child's face while pretending to belittle them, I just couldn't keep it together. The guilt was immediate. Her candid admission sheds light on a rarely discussed side of acting: the emotional toll of embodying darker characters when the audience, or in this case, the co stars, are particularly vulnerable. Coleman's experience is not unique. Many actors have spoken about the strain of performing roles that require cruelty toward children, animals, or others perceived as defenseless. But her willingness to admit to tears underscores her reputation for honesty and relatability. The star, who won an Academy Award for her portrayal of Queen Anne in The Favorite and has earned critical acclaim for roles in The Crown and The Lost Daughter, has long been admired for her ability to bring humanity even to morally complex characters. Still, the challenge of acting mean toward children appears to have tested even her considerable range. Industry insiders note that directors often take extra care when filming difficult scenes with young performers, offering reassurance both on set and afterward. In Coleman's case, she praised the children she worked with, saying they were incredibly professional and handled the scenes far better than she did. They'd laugh and bounce back, she said, while I was left in pieces, apologizing over and over. Her story highlights not just the craft of acting, but the emotional boundaries performers must constantly navigate. While audiences see the final polished product, the process often requires actors to push themselves into uncomfortable spaces. For Coleman, the dissonance between her natural instincts and her character's behavior created an almost unbearable tension. Despite her struggle, Coleman acknowledged that the challenge deepened her appreciation for the craft and for the resilience of her young co-stars. It reminded me why I love acting, she reflected. You're constantly asked to explore parts of yourself you'd rather not. And sometimes that's incredibly hard. But it also means you're always learning. Her admission has already sparked conversation among fans and fellow actors, many of whom praised her vulnerability. On social media, admirers called her remarks endearing and so very Olivia, noting that her warmth and authenticity are exactly what make her performances so memorable. This isn't the first time Coleman has spoken openly about the challenges of her profession. She has previously described feelings of insecurity despite her success and often downplays her own achievements with trademark humility. By confessing her difficulty in playing mean to children, she once again reminded the public that behind the accolades and glamorous appearances, actors are human beings navigating complex emotions. As she continues her career with several upcoming projects already in the works, Coleman's honesty adds yet another dimension to her legacy. Not only is she regarded as one of the finest actors of her generation, but also as someone unafraid to admit that certain roles can break her heart, even if only for a moment. For fans, her words serve as a reminder that the power of performance lies not just in technical skill, but in empathy, compassion, and the willingness to confront difficult truths. Olivia Colman may struggle to act mean toward children, but that very struggle is what makes her one of the most beloved stars working today.